Today, we're going to do a little chit chat and do a little story time. I'm just doing a very light makeup right now, so I just thought I would do it and talk to you. I just got done doing my workout for today, and it was definitely a good workout. I'm just putting on some hydration face cream. I don't usually like to put too much on because, in all honesty, I have oily skin, so I don't like to put too much of this on, but I do need to put some on because, you know, you got skin. So the story I'm going to tell today is one from back in the day, and I think some of you younger ladies might appreciate this story, and it may give you a little insight on, you know, how you should conduct yourself. And you know how you should look at certain situations. So this is back in high school. So any of y'all that are still in high school or even in college, this would apply because this is definitely something that people do. So anyway, so I was in high school at the time. And I had this really, really good friend. She was really, really, you know, she was one of my closest friends from really middle school on up. You know, she was just really, you know, I would have considered her my best friend, honestly. I would have considered her my best bosom pal. Trying to make sure I get all my makeups together. And so this just helps with your just blending it in. So we're really close friends, and I hate when my lips get a little dry. I try to keep them moisturized, but it's like sometimes, no matter how much you try to moisturize your lips, they want to do their own thing. I don't know what that's about, but so we were very close friends, and I had just, you know, had this boyfriend who I really, really cared about, loved him deeply, still love him, because FYI, this boyfriend I'm talking about happens to be my husband today. So we're good friends, you know, and she knows that this is the first guy that I really felt something really passionate about, and so I kind of kept him kind of private, kind of secret. This is my lip pencil, and this is by Maybelline New York Tattoo Studio. This actually, I believe, it's a gel pencil liner. I think it's really for your eyebrows, if I'm not mistaken. It's not for your lips, but I use it for my lips because it gives more pigment and you see it better than the pencils, in my opinion. So that's what I use. So hopefully it doesn't break off, because, you know, sometimes you sharpen these pencils and they want to break. So anyway, she's a very good friend, and she knows I'm dating this guy, and I'm really having a really great time with him. So she's always been that girl to kind of be kind of fast. I mean, we've done dating in the past together. We've done double dating, and this is before I was with the guy that I'm with. And so we've done that in the past, and she's definitely had a reputation of, I don't know, kind of being a little, what they call fast. So she was kind of like that, but I felt like because we were very close friends that would not be coming up. So we're hanging out. We're at school, you know, hanging out like in the area where you're having lunch. And she's over there, you know, she sees my man, he's coming over, you know, to say hey and to hang out. And I'm like, okay, I ain't got no issue with that, because I'm looking at her like, you know, you're my sister. And she just starts to, right in my man's face. Keep in mind, okay, this is not, you know, she's across the room or across the campus. No. Right in my man's face. She starts to do all this gyration, twerking. And mind you, my friend, she did have a big butt. But regardless, even if she didn't have a big butt, to me, I'm like, you know this is my man. Why would you be doing all this twerking, all this gyration, all of this right in front of my man? In front of me. Like I asked you to do it, because you know I didn't. And my man, you know, when you're dating a younger guy and you happen to have a friend that's bold enough to do something like that, you can't get mad at the guy for like kind of looking kind of confused. That's how my man was. He was looking, but he was kind of confused as to, you know, kind of, why would your friend do that? Why would she do this in front of me? It's a very good question. Why would she do that in front of you? Very good question. But she was. And so I was like, okay. I took note of that in my mind. I didn't, you know, write her off because she did something like that. But I took note of it. And I thought to myself, I would have never done that to her. Never. I would never do that to any woman. You're with a man. What do I look like trying to get his attention, shaking my butt and all of that in front of his face? Like, that's just disrespect. I'm sorry. That's how, little did she know, my mom had already schooled me on game with women like that. So when I saw that, even though I thought she was my best friend, I still was like, I'm peeping out what you're doing. I don't like it. And as a friend, you should know not to do that, because I know you wouldn't appreciate it if I did it. So fast forward, I'm ditching class with my man, and she's there with us. Guys don't ditch. It's not a good thing, but I did ditch. So I'm ditching class with my man, and she's with us. And, you know, we're on the bus, you know, because we had no car. We was young. So we're on the bus, and we're, you know, talking, just chit-chatting it up. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, my friend gonna be like, yeah, you know, I'm like bisexual. I like men and women. Now, keep in mind, ain't nothing wrong if that's the way you want to move. But you need to look bigger than just that. For me, in my mind, I was thinking, this is a first, because she's never shared this with me. Never. She has spent many summers, many nights, okay, in my room, staying up till all hours of the night talking. Never did she share this with me, ever. So you decide to basically share that you're bisexual while you're sitting with me and my man. That, for me, was kind of like, in my mind, I thought, this is probably going to be the last time that we all hang out and chill. Because it's not the issue that you like men and women. That really wasn't my issue. That wasn't what I was thinking about at all. My issue is, why are you sharing this with, I guess, me and my man? Why are you doing this now? You never thought, let me share this with Jessica privately? Maybe one of those days I've been on her couch, sitting on her bed, in her room. None of those times made you say, let me, you know, talk to Jessica and let her know. something about me. In my mind, I thought to myself, wow, you really want my man's attention so bad that you're basically kind of telling him, you know, I'm bisexual. And I almost kind of felt like she was like underhandedly offering threesome. I'm not sure. I know this same friend today, she's definitely done that at this point in her life. So I do know that. After that experience, me and her, I feel like we were already destined to go different paths in life. But after that, and a few other things that were kind of similar to that, I just decided very slowly and calmly, it wasn't no big old issue, because in my mind, you know, if you're conducting yourself a certain way, I'm not going to make a big issue about, you know, about it. I'm just going to know, okay, I have to do something about this, because she's clearly, she ain't losing no sleep over it. This is what she want to do. So I have to do something. So over time, I just kind of slowly didn't have her in my life. You know, I'm not saying she's a bad person, but I'm just like, I don't think I really want you in my life, because, you know, at the time, this was just, you know, my high school boyfriend, and who is now my husband, mind you. And so at the time, it wasn't a big deal. And I didn't need to make it a big deal. I'm going to say to you ladies, you know, you have to peep out your friends. Seriously. You have to peep out your friends. I know that when we're in these friendships, you know, especially today, it's like these female friendships, in my opinion, are being a little bit too much. And the reason I say this is because your female friendships, this thing needs to get darker. Okay, it's kind of getting darker. I may have to get a different one. I want it dark. Okay. You guys don't come for me if it don't come out the way I want, because it really isn't right now. It's not giving what I want it to give. Okay. But nevertheless, with these female friendship ladies, you have to make up in your mind what is valuable. Because, you know, I feel female friendships are good. They can have a lot of benefit. There can be a lot you can gain out of it, depending on the friend. If you have a friend that's like a secret hater, then you're not going, that's not a friendship. And you know those types of girls that are secretly hating on you. The ones that are like, the nice nasties. Those girls. The girls that be acting kind of nice to you, but then they say jacked up stuff about you or to you, and you're just thinking to yourself, I thought she was my friend. Why would she say that? Because that's the kind of friend she is. And in all honesty, a friend like that is a friend that's probably hating on you. Probably is jealous of you. And to me, a woman friendship is only as good as her loyalty and her understanding what a woman is and what's expected as being my woman friend. Because for me, ultimately, as us ladies, do you want a man or do you want a friend? And if you end up having to be put in a situation where your friend is making you have to kind of like, you know, I have to now choose. I hope you smart enough to choose your man. Because your man is where your future really lies. Your future doesn't really lie with your female friends. It's wonderful if you can keep them, you know, to the end of your life and you guys were just friends all the way to the end. That is beautiful. But that is not very likely. I mean, that's rare. Men have more of that opportunity than women just because of the competitiveness of women, the underhanded jealousy and envy that women have with each other. I'm sorry, it really is real. And there's no need as women for us to go into denial about that. Now, I'm not saying, you know, walk around being a jealous ticking time bomb. No, I'm not saying to do that. But what I am saying, I am not really feeling this liner. Like, really. Like, what is going on? Let me put this one on. What I am saying, though, this might be better. Oh, my God. No, it's not. Okay, I'm going to get probably some different liner to fix this. Let's go ahead and put the bottom one on. This is why, you know, some people stick to the pencil because the pencil always gets it done. You don't have these issues. Okay. All right. I'm not happy with this liner. I'm gonna keep trying to see if maybe okay, it's looking a little bit better. I mean, it's not amazing, but it is looking a little bit. Because I just want it to be darker. And for some reason, it's like, no, I don't want to be dark. I don't want to be dark. So, I mean, I'll definitely keep this in mind next time I buy eyeliner. I may not be getting this one. Just because it wasn't doing what it needed to do. Okay? So, anyway, off of this liner that's just getting on my nerves. Anyway, you guys. So, you ladies you have to make up your mind what it is that matters to you. And don't go into denial like, this is my friend, this is my friend. That's the same friend that'll maybe sleep with your man. That's the same friend that may sleep with your fiance. And that's definitely the same friend that may sleep with your husband. Because you have to know, if your friend is miserable, she isn't happy, don't let her be like romantically unhappy and depressed and all that. Most women today are not going to be able to be the bigger person and be happy for you while they're over there in misery. I'm sorry. That's why people say misery loves company, because it's really, really true. It's a fact. So, okay. I'm liking my hair, you guys. I'm liking it. I'm feeling it. Okay. You guys know I like to wear my hair to one side. It's just kind of been my thing. I mean, sometimes I don't, and I do think I should switch it up sometime, but a lot of times that's just how I like it. And I should and I could gel down these edges, and I probably will once I get off of the camera and I start leaving the house. But I think this is a good, simple look. So yeah, you ladies have to know. If you're with someone who you're very serious about, and you have that girlfriend that, you know, you don't know if you should be offended or you should be upset about it, but in the mind you're like, Maybe I should, because why would she do that? I wouldn't do that to her. If you're questioning yourself like that, I mean, if she's a good friend and you feel it's worth having this dialogue, then I'd say go ahead and have the dialogue with her. And yeah, that's nice. Okay. Go ahead and have the dialogue with her. Have dialogue with her. You know, be honest, be transparent. Let her know what it is, what's going on, and why, you know, you're kind of not happy about how things are going in your friendship because she is not being a good friend. Let her know why you feel that way. Let her remind her of the moments and incidents. If she's a good friend, she's going to listen to you. She's going to hear you out. She's going to see where you're coming from. And she's going to stop that behavior. Which, to me, you shouldn't have to teach, you know, people to stop doing certain things like on those levels. But unfortunately, with this new age of no one really teaching their kids proper etiquette and nothing, I guess you may have to have this conversation. But, you know, if you have to have this conversation with her and it goes well and she accepts what you say, then great. Maybe you have a friendship you can salvage and keep. But if you say something to her and she gets on this, oh, are you jealous? Are you nervous? Yeah, I ain't trying to take your man. It's not about that. It's about them respecting you as their friend. It has nothing to do with the man. But why in the world would you think I'd want you to do that with my man? So if your friend comes back with that energy, then you just need to know there's not much you can do for that relationship. You may need to just cut it off. And you're not cutting it off just for that man. You're cutting it off for any potential man. You and him may break up next month. But you still don't want a friend like that. Do you see what I'm saying? It's not about, oh, I'm getting rid of her and then he may not be in my life. Regardless. So if he's in your life, you don't want that in your life. Because any man you talk to, unless she becomes happy and content in a relationship of her own, which is very self-centered, very, I don't want that kind of relationship with anybody. Unless she may have that, that's the only way you're going to get the kind of friend maybe that you're looking for. So you don't need a friend like that. That to me is what I would call an enemy. So I just wanted to share this with you guys. You know, I'm rocking some Coco Chanel. This is so good. I love this perfume. And I put it on, okay? I put it on. It smells so good. It's just like, oh, just love it. Okay? Grab you some. So, girls, ladies, because there's some grown women out here still playing these games with their relationships, with their possible future man. And you're tagging along a woman who really don't want to see you win, who don't want to see you have a happily ever after. She does not want that for you. So if you have a friend like that in the background who's doing little stuff to try to grab your man's attention, touching your man inappropriately, all of these little things that may seem small, but they build up to more, okay? They always start small. They can't start big. They can't just go up to your man and start deep throat kissing them, can they? In front of you. No, they got to do little things. Little things, okay? So, with that being said, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed this chit chat with me. I hope you guys enjoyed getting ready with me and makeup chit chat. I hope you guys really enjoyed all of that. I really enjoyed it speaking with you guys about this because I just see so many things us girls are doing that's just like, why are you doing that? Why? And I know some people do it to try to be politically correct and try to not seem like they're jealous or bothered. Why go through all of those acrobats? If you feel a certain way about something, let it be known. If they're not willing to meet you halfway with what you've said, then goodbye. I don't need anything else from you. You've made your decision. I've definitely made mine. So I guess we're going to have to agree to disagree and live our lives. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll definitely be back with another one of these little chit-chat weird stories and with a moral lesson, because I don't want to just tell you my story without a good moral lesson to learn out of it, because hopefully we go to these things and we learn something. So with that being said, you guys, I'm going to go. I think I'm looking pretty cute. I think. I'm looking pretty cute. So I'm going to go. I'm going to go hang out with my boo-boo, my baby, my son, who I love to pieces. And then I'll be hanging out with my husband. And after that, you guys, I'm going to be doing some more content tonight, because it never ends. It really never ends. You guys, I'll let you in on how much work really goes into this on another day. But with that being said, you guys, please stay safe, stay blessed. You guys have a great, great day. And I'll see you for the next one. All right, y'all. Bye.